That's how it works. An eye for an eye. It's called vendetta.
That.
Hello FPL managers, yes, we're back again with another video for the Fantasy Premier League 2021-22 season. It's the double game week 25 preview, and what a great game week 24 we had on our team. Didn't make any transfers, and still our final score was quite impressive. We're going to be looking at our transfer plan for game week 25, possible alterations to the game week 24 to 29 strategy, as well as our team selection for this game week and captaincy dilemma. If you're just coming across this channel for the first time, please like the video and do a brother this one favor and subscribe. We're trying to hit 400 subscribers as soon as possible, so click that red button, turn on your notifications, and let's get straight into business. So we're going to run through our game week 24. If you remember, we lined up in a 5-4-1 formation and we rolled our transfer for this game week. So we're going into game week 25 with 2 free transfers. And in goal, we had David De Gea, who couldn't keep a clean sheet against Burnley, which was quite surprising. Maybe I should have had more faith in Ramsdale, who got 9 points against Wolves away. So the game week 25, Ramsdale doesn't have a fixture. I would have easily just put him in my team, so I'm forced to play De Gea again, especially with that double that he has against Southampton and Brighton. So in defense, we had Trent, Cancelo, Laporte, Mitchell, and Guehi. And the Crystal Palace defenders were the only ones who didn't get us points. They both blanked because they conceded within seconds of the game starting. So that was a fail on our part. Trent got a clean sheet, same with Cancelo and Laporte. I was hoping that they were going to get some kind of attacking return, but with a clean sheet, I'll take that. In midfield, we had our captain, Kevin De Bruyne, with 11 points. I was hoping that he was going to match Bowen, because he was another player who I was thinking about captaining. I put the vice captain on Bowen. So when he got that 11 points, I was hoping that somehow, some way KDB was going to replicate, and that's exactly what he did. So he got us 22 points. Jota and Coutinho were so impressive for me, especially Coutinho with the goal and 2 assists. Very, very impressive, and that really pushed my score really high, especially because he isn't really highly owned compared to players like Jota and Bowen. So with Edouard not starting the game for Crystal Palace, like we were saying last game week, he may not start the game because of the number of forwards that Crystal Palace have, and it's very hard to predict exactly who Vieira is going to pick to start in that 3-man attack. So Edouard didn't start the game. He came in from the bench. That's why he got the 1 point. But in total, we had 91 points this game week. That pushed us up to around 39k on the ranks. Our bench didn't have any high scorers, just Rafinha and the Watford attackers who all blanked. So Ramsdale's the only regret for the game week. It was a really good game week, and it puts us in good stead for game week 25. So we already had our plans and who exactly we plan to bring in for game week 25. All that's already mapped out in our game week 24 to 29 strategy video, so you already know who we're bringing in. One of these Watford forwards are gonna drop down, and a doubler in Morpay is gonna come in, and he's going to feature for us in game week 25. So the only question there is which one of King or Dennis is gonna drop out for Morpay to come in. And if one of them does come in, we're gonna be going with this formation. It's gonna be a 3-5-2 formation with David De Gea in goal, of course, and then we're gonna have Alexander-Arnold against Burnley, Cancelo and Laporte both against Norwich away. Our midfield is gonna consist of Rafinha, De Gea, Jota, Coutinho, and Bowen. The captaincy is on Kevin De Bruyne right now, but I'm beginning to think maybe he may get rotated, and I don't want a situation where my captain doesn't start. So right now there's a question mark on that captaincy, and there are a few players that I've listed who might get that captaincy armband depending on what is said on the press conferences. So Kevin De Bruyne is my preferred player if he starts. And as backup, we could go with De Gea because of his double, although I don't expect him to get a clean sheet. Probably just appearance points and save points put together. Both games would amount to something tangible. But if not him, then probably Coutinho away to Newcastle, or Trent Alexander-Arnold is another one who could probably get that captaincy armband. And Jota might get it, but Jota is another one who not 100% sure he's going to start the next game. I know it's weird saying that after his brace, but Mane is going to be back against Burnley. Salah already got some minutes against Leicester City, so he's definitely going to be playing against Burnley in game week 25. So that's definitely Salah and Mane starting. So will Firmino drop for Jota to play? We don't know. We're certain that Luis Diaz isn't going to start ahead of any of these guys. So it's really a question of Jota or Firmino once again. And I don't want to put the captaincy armband on a player who I'm not 100% sure of. So that's why there's a question mark on that armband right now. So that's our midfield though. In attack, we're going to go with Edouard and Maupay, who's coming in for one of either King or Dennis. On the bench, I'm going to be going with Mitchell as our first sub. Ramsdale doesn't have a game in game week 25. It's going to be either Dennis or King, or whichever one remains. And Guehi, they're going to complete our bench for game week 25. So this is the team we're going to be going with in game week 25. I'm hoping that this team will be enough to get me another green arrow. I've only got 2 players who are going to be doubling in game week 25. I know a lot of FPL managers who've got like 4 or 5 doublers. That might affect them in game week 26. If they don't intend to free hit. So having a lot of players who are going to double in 25 means you're going to have a lot of players who are going to only have 1 game week in 26. So it's a lot of juggling happening. So we just have to balance it out. I'm comfortable going with just 2 doublers, and I'm just hoping that that will be enough not to get me. Even if I get a red arrow, not a huge red arrow, okay? I shouldn't drop below the 50k mark, and I'll be fine with that, okay? So that's the video for this game week. That's the game week 25 preview. I hope this was helpful to someone out there. All there's left to do is wish you guys good luck, have fun, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.